And Bill Belichick's still not in the Hall of Fame, AJ.
Still not, huh? I didn't know that. I thought maybe overnight they might change things.
It did. The Hall of Fame came out and they're like, yeah, we're looking into it. And we're certainly going to be taking away some people's votes if they don't follow the bylaws of who's supposed to get in, who's not supposed to get in. There was one of the voters, a man from Kansas City, wrote an entire thing on why he didn't vote for Bill Belichick to be in there. And he basically said he thought the other candidates, the senior candidates, because there's different categories. Players obviously go in, contributors, there's seniors. There's a whole different bunch of different categories. One doesn't pull from the other, but unless you're in the same category as each other. And he basically said, these three guys, this is our last shot. Okay, it's kind of our last shot. So I didn't vote for Bill just because of the system. You know, the way the system is, you should fix the system. And then it's like, well, the system is for you to vote who you think is the best in there, not just like who you feel bad for that maybe isn't going to have it anymore. Well, the system maybe forced me to do it. It's like, okay, so there's one of the no's.
Yep.
Now we need 10 other no's. Is it going to be the same reason? And it does feel like potentially that people are like, enough people will vote for Bill. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I don't really love him, but somebody will put him in there. And it was just kind of so many people did the, I don't really love him because they're media, and he really hasn't done it. Somebody else will do it, somebody else will do it, somebody else will do it. And it turns out not enough people actually did it. So now they're being called frauds. You know, they're being, that entire thing. Bill Polian would like everybody to know, I'm not, what are we doing here? No way. Initial reports, whenever it came out, was that Bill Polian actually campaigned against Bill Belichick in the room where it happened because of Spygate. Then a report came out and said, just talk to Bill. Bill voted for Bill Belichick to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Then Don Van Natta Jr. calls Bill Polian, night of the entire report. Don Van Natta Jr. of ESPN, who we asked to come on the show the other day, he respectfully declined. Okay, he broke the entire story of the leak. He then talks to Bill Polian that night. Polian might have been in bed. He's 83 years old. It was later in the evening. He said, I don't remember, 95% sure I voted for him to go in there. Okay, so then everybody's like, that sounds like bullshit. Bill Polian didn't vote for Bill Belichick, and he campaigned against him. So Bill Polian went on to his radio show, okay, on Sirius XM, NFL radio, and he had a prepared statement. This is what he had to say.
All right, thank you. I wrote this out, so I'm reading from the statement. I voted for Coach Belichick in the Hall of Fame selection meeting. The Pro Football Hall of Fame has confirmed that fact through the auditors of the selection process. Again, I'll state that I never said that I believe that Coach Belichick should, quote, wait a year, close quote, for enshrinement. This has been confirmed by the Pro Football Hall of Fame, numerous selectors who were in the room, and my vote for Coach Belichick. As a Hall of Fame member and selector, I realize the import of what we do. I've always tried, as a selector, to make these difficult choices with the utmost of objectivity. Mm-hmm. I've said on Sirius XM Radio and numerous other media outlets that I believe Coach Belichick to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. My vote confirms that.
So let's stop slandering Bill Polian. Okay, Bill Polian became the face of, he's the reason why he didn't get in. And Bill Polian's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm sure Bill Polian has some ideas on why and who. And he is choosing not to, which is why he did the prepared statement. Because he would start probably his thoughts and then say, if you want to point fingers at anybody, it's the, and then I don't want to do it. Let me read from the statement right here. Let me read from the statement. So Bill would like to clear his name. Guy from Kansas City said I was one of them. And it feels like we are going to maybe snake him out, but everybody could be lying at any time because it's all confidential.
It's not public. Yeah, right. And Bill Polian said, I guess you can ask the other voters, hey, did you talk to them? Or I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They can lie right to your face because we're never going to see the results, right? Like the NFL or the Hall of Fame people, they're not going to put out everybody's voting. So yeah, you can just lie.
You can even ask the auditors and super duper confidential stuff. Mm-hmm. The Hall of Fame said I did it. People in there said I did it. It's like, well, did they actually? And then we'll ask them and they'll say, we're not allowed to talk about that actually.
And a discussion.
Well, at least 11 of you, it feels like at least 11 of you had to have said no. Wasn't me. Maybe. It's like a reality game show.
Yeah. Legit.
It's like Mole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like Traitors.
Yes.
Wouldn't you respect it if someone comes out and says, no, I didn't vote for Bill because I think the whole Spygate thing was garbage?
So Kansas City guy didn't say that. But,
I know. That's what I thought he might.
But I did see a lot of people coming out and saying other stories from, I think, who's the Patriots guy on that one podcast? Who said we had he basically, I forget the podcast, but he came out and like solidified like we had people's calls or something like that. He said we had it all, and people were running with that. They're like, see, they cheated. And I'm like, well, did they cheat for 20 some years? And if they did, They got away with cheating like
But at
that?
least I would say, hey, I disagree with you. I think you're wrong, but thank you for at least giving me your honest opinion on it.
Yeah, but these people aren't gonna. Yeah, right. Every one of them will figure out a way to grandstand on something else they could grandstand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. My fellow voters that didn't vote for him, despicable. It's like push comes to shove, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
I wouldn't
why.
want to be a voter. Why would you want to be a voter?
Because you like the game.
For this reason.
This is why we're talking about loving sport, as opposed to thinking that you run sport, own sport, you are gatekeeper of sport, you are the reason for sport, you are bigger than sport. It's like love of sport, love of Hall is why people would want to do it. I wouldn't want to do it. But if I was tasked with it, I would understand its magnificent import.
Yeah,
No doubt.
without a doubt.
That is
What an
important.
honor.
It's
That
an
is very
import
important.
thing.
You got it.
Yes, I
You got it.
absolutely would. Thank you, Age. Thank you for that. And once again, Bill Polian is 83 years old.
That's probably the problem.
Jimmy Johnson's
A
82.
prepared statement. Yeah, we don't need a prepared statement.
Well, that's the thing. Like, should Bill Polian at 83, whenever he says, I'm 95% sure, should he be doing a vote actually?
No.
Who's doing it? Then it's a whole, well, who's the right answer? AJ Hawk?
Nope.
He is a Hoffnom.
Yeah.
Oh, he is officially a Hoffman.
Yeah.
But what does that mean now? Oh, some people are saying nothing. I hope not. The Hall of Fame matters. Damn it. That's how the show ended.
You got it.
Just like driver's license.
Great lead in.
You should have to retest at a certain age for Hall of Fame vote or driving a car or many other things.
Yeah. What would the test be?
Probably.
For the Hall of Fame nominations.
Well, or the driver's test. You can go through
You got
both
to do
of them.
like
Hall of
Ninja
Fame.
Warrior.
Hall of Fame.
and
I
a
would
test.
start with like, hey, what's your name? What day of the week is it?
Okay, so that's
Okay.
like
Who
the
won the
SAT.
Super
How many
Bowl
fingers
last
am I
year?
holding up?
Yeah.
How many
Who's the
fingers? Yeah.
MVP?
Because it feels like that could probably get rid of a couple right then and there.
Maybe do like a memory match puzzle so you can remember who you voted for.
Concussion test.
Yeah, give them the concussion test. You're
Yes.
right.
Baseline, got it.
You got to give them a baseline when they get the job, and then you got to retest
talking.
every year to make sure you're okay.
Personality test as well, just so we know they're not holding any grudges potentially. Is that how do you get
Lie
that?
detector. I'd say lie detector test.
Yeah, but then some of these will come in there with the tack on the toe
Yeah, penny underneath the tongue.
and do the whole thing.
Done that.
Concussion, no baseline either. They just take the concussion test and then you have the baseline itself as
Yeah.
someone who is too old. And then that is
Bingo.
their baseline.
So we're just testing against
It's just
old.
it's just one test against old, yeah.
And we're not saying it's just the olds. We think there's a lot of youngs that don't know ball either. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of a part of the whole thing. It's just, I don't know. We'll find out in 10 years.
Just
I
weird.
took a lot of heat for saying what I said, but I think it's becoming more and more evident every single time. You're allowed to love ball. You're allowed to love the Hall of Fame. You're allowed to think like the Pro Football Hall of Fame is awesome. You're allowed to think like these are good things. You don't have to think like, I am the Hall of Fame. Some people have got these God complexes, it feels like, that have been covering sports for a while.
I mean, the Hall of Famers should be the ones voting. And I know maybe those guys don't want to do it because it's kind of like, hey, that's not my place to say it. But like,
The Hall of Famers who know ball, though, because there's some Hall of
Right.
Famers that are probably just fishing for all the fall.
exactly. And you could do the same like cutoff, where it's whatever. But like those guys, like how many people came out and said like this is a travesty that Bill's not in? Like they take it very seriously. Obviously, for them, it is still it's the crowning achievement in a career that you gave your life for. Like they should be the ones who kind of have a say to who joins them.
Jimmy Johnson says he's not going.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm done with it.
Yeah, charter a jet.
Had one, fucking cancel it. Mm-hmm. That's incredible. I mean, I guess you have to be very diligent on your scheduling whenever you're a coach. So him scheduling that plane already for Hall of Fame weekend, incredible rates.
Genius.
I bet. I bet he got incredible rates. I'm gonna lock in the gas prices now for that flight. That's a long way where he's at. That's way down there.
Yeah.
South Florida is so far down there. You forget how long Florida is as you're flying. It's like, holy shit, oh yeah, I'm going to the Caribbean. I forgot about that. I'm going now. And Jimmy's like, yeah, I'm fucking living in it.
Yeah. Loving it.
That is what I'm doing out here. I lock myself in one of my little island rooms, 4 TVs. Don't come in here. I'm going to go get some food. I'm going to come back. He had his So is he a free agent right now, TV free agent?
I don't think so. I mean,
think he retired.
technically, yes, but I think he is officially fucking. You know what? I'll pop on, do one of these from time to time. Other than that, don't fucking contact me. Don't call me. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want for the rest of my life.
I want to let him know, and I think we all agree with this, and I hope he was told this by people around him. That was an incredible performance yesterday.
Yeah.
Job well done.
Oh, yeah.
Live on air
Oh, yeah.
like that, 82.
Amazing.
I mean, I'm 38, and there's some days where it's like can't piece together what I want to say, especially if there's a little emotion behind it, which he certainly had, and he just nailed it. That's why he's a GOAT.
Yeah.
That's why he's a GOAT.